Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today for our March virtual nutrition talk. My name is Karen Caldwell, and I'm the owner and nutrition coach here at B3 Gym. Every month, I host these virtual nutrition talks with the goal of providing you with some free tools and resources that you can use to take control of your health. So our talk this month is sponsored by Vail Food Company. Vail is a Florida-based fast casual restaurant that features build your own bowls, smoothies, and catering services. They are a one-stop shop for healthy food and provide some amazing options to build balanced meals. Everybody who registered today for this seminar will be entered into a raffle for a $20 gift card to Vail, and we will do that drawing at the end of today's presentation. So at B3 Gym, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. There are so many different diets out there, and there's so much mixed information. It can be really overwhelming to figure out what's right for you. So our goal is to empower you to make better choices and build better habits around your nutrition. When we look at the fitness pyramid, nutrition is the foundation. We have to dial in our nutrition in order to see the results that we're looking for. We want to help you build a strong nutrition foundation so you can meet your short and long-term goals and feel the way that you deserve. So let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about the best ways to fuel your body the day before an event, the day of the event, and how to best fuel for recovery. Before we begin, I do want to be a little more specific about who this nutrition talk is for. The truth is, a majority of people don't need to do anything too detailed or specific beyond focusing on the basics. Eating mostly whole foods, balancing our proper portions of our macronutrients, and eating mindfully. If you have more specific goal that you're working towards, such as fueling for a specific event or competition, or you consider yourself a more elite or advanced athlete with a high training volume, these details are going to help you take your nutrition to the next level. We highly recommend having the foundational habits nailed down first before trying to focus too much on the micro level details. All right, so question for you. Have you ever started a workout and quickly realized that you did not have enough gas in the tank to finish? Have you ever hit the wall in the workout and just looked at the clock wondering why it was moving so slowly? Odds are you have experienced that feeling before. I definitely have experienced that before myself. I saw this recently in one of our evening group classes. One of my members stopped during the middle of their workout. They sat down on their box. When I went to check in on them, they mentioned that they weren't feeling great and said they felt nauseous and they felt really lightheaded and a little dizzy. After getting them some water, I asked a few questions. I found out that they hadn't eaten anything since lunch, which was now about 6 hours ago. They really honestly hadn't had any water since then either. Now I understood why they weren't feeling well. The rest of class finished up the workout, and we scheduled a time to talk about ways they could prevent this from happening in the future. If this story resonates with you, you are in the right place today. So let's get started with how to fuel the day before your event. Who remembers that Office episode? If you're not a B3 member, Coach Corey and I are huge Office fans, so we reference that a lot. The episode where Michael Scott eats all of that pasta, like literally right before running his 5K. So we've been told that we need to eat more carbohydrates before the event because carbs give us energy. Yes, we need carbs in order to increase our glycogen stores. So let's talk more about glycogen and the biggest mistakes that athletes make when they're told to eat more carbs. So glycogen is the storage form of the carbohydrates we eat. Glycogen can be found mostly in the liver as well as our muscle tissue. In fact, glycogen accounts for about 6% of our liver's total weight and only about 1 to 2% of our muscle tissue. The actual amount of glycogen storage a person has depends on factors such as how much you exercise and how much skeletal muscle mass you have. The glycogen stores in the muscles are primarily used to fuel the muscle tissue, while the glycogen in the liver is distributed throughout your body when your body needs it. When someone uses up all of their glycogen stores, they experience fatigue, which can be described as hitting the wall. This is exactly what happened to the member I just told you about. How could they have avoided that early fatigue? We're going to talk about that right now. So knowing that we need glycogen to fuel our workouts, people realize that they need to eat carbs before an event or a workout. And this is definitely true, but what happens is it turns into people eating tons and tons of pasta the night before a big game, followed by a stack of pancakes or a couple bagels that morning before the event. This definitely is not the right approach. It takes time for your body to break down all of those carbohydrates you just ate and turn them into usable glycogen stores. Plus, the body can only store so much glycogen at one time. So while carbs are really important to fueling your workouts, there's definitely a much better way to go about this than eating a ton of carbs right before your event. So here's the secret. All of the things that we stress on a daily basis, such as eating whole foods, getting a balance of carbs, fat, and protein, eating consistently, including those snacks in between meals, and staying hydrated, are the things that you should be doing the day before the workout or event. In our nutrition program, we really try to focus on just one thing at a time. So if you're looking for a secret to success, use the plate method. We're going to make half of our plate non-starchy vegetables, a quarter of your plate your lean protein, and a quarter of your plate your starchy carbs with a small amount of fat added in there as well. And while eating a balanced diet the day before is going to set you up for success, we also like to emphasize a more holistic approach. So we want to consider these 3 tips as well. 1 is to avoid alcohol the night before. 2 is to get at least 80 ounces of water. Dehydration can have a huge impact on your performance. And 3 is to make sure we're getting a good quality sleep the night before, shooting for around 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So now that we've talked about the day before the workout, let's talk about how to best set ourselves up for success for the day of. We know there are some morning people that will hit a tough workout first thing in the morning, and there are those who like to wait until the afternoon to get a good workout to finish out their day. So we're going to break that into 2 different tracks, and we'll talk about those now. If you're someone who loves to work out first thing in the morning, we still want to make sure that we're getting a little bit of food in our system before our workout. So remember, we talked about those glycogen stores. Well, overnight, we enter a fasted state where our bodies use that glycogen store for energy. Eating before your workout is a must to help make sure we're replenishing those lost energy stores. But remember, it takes a little bit of time for your body to convert that food into energy. So that means you might have to wake up just a little bit earlier or eat your snack in on the way to the gym. You should aim to get healthy carbs and protein before your workout. And if you're someone who struggles with feeling nauseous, if you eat before an intense workout, try to stick with more liquid sources, such as a smoothie or applesauce with protein powder, or even a non-fat Greek yogurt. Liquid sources are going to be a little bit easier for our body to digest and use for energy. So notice that we suggested carbohydrates and protein, but not fat. And the reason for that is that fat is going to slow down the digestion process. It delays your gastric emptying, which slows down the amount of time the carbs and protein can get into our cells and give us the energy that we need. So we want to try to avoid fat before our workouts. If you're someone who hits the workout in the evenings, it's encouraged to have a normal eating schedule with a balanced breakfast, lunch, and a few snacks throughout the day. We want to fuel ourselves normally throughout our day and also add in maybe some additional carbohydrates sometime before your workout. And again, a liquid such as applesauce would be a good option for that. There are 2 more things to keep in mind for your nutrition on the day of the workout or event. First, don't try anything new the day of the event. Trying new food the day of leaves uncertainty when it comes to your workout hour. What happens if that new food just doesn't sit well? I promise you, having an upset GI tract is the last thing you want to worry about when you're trying to work out. If this has happened to you, you know how unpleasant that could be. Stick to foods that you know. If you're interested in a new food for performance, test it out maybe the week before or on a day that has a little bit less intense workout. Secondly, everyone loves to ask about pre-workout. If you're getting ready to do a tough workout where your heart rate is about to spike and you need to focus on breathing in order to control that, why add in a pre-workout that's going to speed up your heart rate even more? I recommend skipping pre-workout altogether and just relying on that adrenaline to carry you through your workout. So we talked about the day before our workout and the day of. So what does the day after look like in regards to intake for recovery? A great rule of thumb is to have a whey protein or vegetarian alternative shake ready to go when your workout is over. Adding in a carbohydrate to your shake, such as coconut water, is also recommended to help you replenish and refuel your body for recovery. My go-to is usually the unsweetened, unflavored almond milk, along with our Ascent whey protein that we sell here at the gym. Protein intake right after your workout helps start repairing your muscles right away so that you're ready to go again the next day. Good protein and carbs is our focus that 1 to 2 hours after, within 1 to 2 hours after your workout. So I want to touch on the importance of putting all of this together. If you are someone who doesn't eat all day and then you just have that post-workout shake after your workout, you shouldn't be able or shouldn't expect to be able to perform your best or be able to replenish and refuel properly. So consistent eating throughout the day is going to be super, super important. A common question we get asked is, what kind of protein or what brand should we get? Did you know that the supplement industry is not regulated by the FDA? That means that a lot of supplement companies don't really have to release what they're putting in their products. So when you're looking for an option for your post-workout shake, keep these two things in mind. One, you have to like the taste of it, right? If you don't like how it tastes, you're probably not going to use it. And two, we want to make sure that it has quality ingredients. And so how do you know that? You want to find a product that has the informed choice stamp on the front of the bag. This is going to tell you that they are high quality with truthful labeling. And as I said, we recommend Ascent here at the gym. It doesn't really have any added anything to it. It's just pretty pure protein. So we have our post-workout protein and carbs, but what does our nutrition look like the next day? The best thing you can do for yourself is to stay consistent with your intake, especially with protein, and allow yourself to take a rest day if you feel like your body needs it. We often talk about at the end of an intense workout or competition, we like to go out and eat pizza and all these other things. And that's all well and fine, but try not to go too far off the rails with that. We want to make sure that we're starting that recovery with a good, healthy meal right after our workout. So fueling for success is not only about what you do right around your workout, but it's also about what you're doing consistently every single day. So with the CrossFit Open quickly approaching, or any upcoming event that you're preparing for, we hope you found this information helpful in regards to fueling for success. If you're looking to dial in those details or just work on the foundational habits, be sure to schedule a free intro with us so we can learn a little bit more about your goals and how we can help you. If you have questions about anything I've talked about today, or you would like to learn more about our nutrition coaching program here at B3 Gym, send us an email or shoot us a message through our social media. A big thank you to Vail Food Company for sponsoring this month's virtual nutrition talk. We're going to get to our raffle right here, right now, and announce who's going to be receiving a $20 gift card to enjoy some healthy food at Vail. So I have all of our participants, registered participants in this little container here. I'm going to go ahead and draw out a name. And the gift card is going to go to Eva Lansford wins our $20 gift card to Vail. We'll have that for you. We'll get in touch with you to let you know how you can pick that up. So please join us next month on Saturday, April 10th at 11 a.m. That'll be our next free virtual nutrition talk. Meal prep is such a big part of being successful with your nutrition, but it's hard to figure out where to start and how to do it. You also don't want to take that meal prep and have it consume your entire Sunday, right? So join us next month to learn some meal prep basics to help you reach your nutrition goals. Keep an eye on our social media for more information on how to register. Thank you again for joining us today. Hopefully you got some great information out of our seminar today. That is all I have for today. Go out there, stay healthy, eat some good food, and I will see you next month.